The October WASDE report was a mixed bag for the grains. The report was bearish for soybeans with a nearly 1 bushel per acre increase in yield, 74 million bushel hike in production, and 135 million bushel increase in ending stocks. Corn estimates were slightly bearish with yield raised 0.2 bushels per acre. Production was up 23 million bushels and ending stocks were raised 92 million. U.S. wheat ending stocks were bullish, down 35 million bushels and the lowest in 14 years, while global stocks were down 6 million metric tons. Joining us with market analysis is Randy Martinson. Randy, soybeans probably the most bearish part of the report. First of all, on yield, up almost a bushel per acre. Do you think that's going to go up in subsequent reports?
Usually when USDA does increase it in October, we do see it increased in later reports. And it does show that yields are coming in a little bit better than expected. So yeah, right now the industry is betting that USDA is going to increase it a little bit more as we go forward.
So ending stocks were also raised 135 million bushels, which we kind of knew was going to happen, right?
We did. We knew about 81 million bushels of that came in the quarterly grain stocks report. The little bit of increased yield for this year then added a little bit more to that bigger ending stocks estimate, and it did make it awful daunting right now. It almost doubled the number.
So the keys going forward here now, one of those is going to be China demand, which is actually picking up, but it's behind last year, right?
It is, and China is not buying as much. I mean, they've actually made a conscious decision and started to step away a little bit. Now we're starting to see them come back. I mean, we got a fire sale on soybeans right now. If now they're not going to come in and buy now, I don't know when they would.
Corn, we also saw a little bit of an adjustment in yield, 0.2 bushels per acre, but most were expecting that we would see a decrease in yield.
You know, corn's going to be a little bit touchier when it comes to the production side. This wasn't big enough to say that, yeah, USDA will continue to increase yields for corn. I think the bigger play is, what are we going to see in the Western Corn Belt? I don't think we're going to see yields increase much more than what they are for corn.
So we saw an increase in ending stocks by about 92 million bushels. So now, what does the market do? Can we absorb that increase?
We could absorb that increase. If exports continue to be strong, ethanol, just a little increase in that, if we continue to see good demand for energies, all that can kind of help.
As far as marketing, cash basis levels for corn and beans are some of the strongest we've seen at harvest historically.
We pulled back a little bit off of those really historically high levels. They're still extremely strong, and producers should take advantage of the strong basis. You can only capture that in the cash market. Take advantage of that. Look at a different way to own the grain if you want to have ownership.
Wheat, the most bullish part of the report. U.S. ending stocks were some of the lowest in 14 years?
Stocks are at the lowest in 14 years, production the lowest in 19 years, and that was after seeing the first increase in winter wheat acres in 8-10 years.
And global stocks were down, 6 million metric tons?
It's a huge amount, and a lot of that came from a reduction in Canada. They cut it by 2 million metric ton. Their production, their exports are being cut.
So wheat has the most positive fundamentals. Will it be the leader now going forward?
I think it will be the leader going forward. We normally start to see demand pick up once we get into the early fall time frame. Basis levels tighten up in November, and we try to get that last ditch effort to fill everything up before it frees up. I think we're going to see wheat kind of take the lead spot now.
All right, thanks for joining us. That's Randy Martinson, Martinson Ag. Thanks for watching Agweek on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. We post new videos every Saturday.